Hi, my name's Sam from privatefxclub.com. I'm just about to show you how it's possible to make $15,000 trading Forex in less than a 3-week period. This is a very exciting time for me. This is a trade that I've placed. You can see the sell ticket here. This is a weekly chart of the pound traded up against the US dollar. The numbers along the right give you the price levels, so 185.40 means that £1 at that moment is worth $1.8540 US, and you can see that I placed a sell order approximately 3 weeks ago, between 2.5 and 3 weeks ago, and I've stayed in that trade, and we're just about to hit the target down at 1.7000. Now each of these little numbers, you can see the numbers moving there on the right hand side, the black highlighted, that's the actual price of the pair in real time. So as I'm making this recording, £1 is valued at 1.7025 US dollars by the market, and targeting from my entry level, which I'll tell you is 1.8419, down to 1.7000 is 1,415 pips or points, and each one of those points is worth $10, which is almost $15,000 in just that 2.5 to 3 week period. This is a phenomenal opportunity, but it's not easy. It's not easy, but it can be simple. This particular trade is one of the simplest setups that I've ever traded, and essentially what I've done, there has been some calculation involved, but what I did for this particular trade is I used a particular calculation called Fibonacci, and if we look at this high right here, which was the high at when the dollar was very badly struggling against the euro and the pound, up at 2.1160, and we go down to this low here on this candle I'm pointing out right now, you can see that these levels 23.6, 38.2, 50% and 61.8% are brought out by this Fibonacci calculation tool. And what I've done is I've used this tool to bring out areas of potential support and resistance, and I've also used the Fibonacci numbers from the Fibonacci sequence to map out areas where the price is likely to bounce, areas where the price is likely to stall, and target areas for trading, so that I've got this target which is 12 pips away. I'm absolutely confident that we're going to hit the level. It's 1:20 in the morning right now. However, I've only needed to monitor this trade approximately for half an hour to 1 hour per day, per trading day, so per weekday really, and Sunday night, during this 2.5 week period, which is a phenomenal result. So let's just take a look at the trade proper. I'm not going to go into too much detail about Fibonacci. You can visit privatefxclub.com, and there's some free training videos there, and there's some training on Fibonacci that you can read up on. I just wanted to show you that this is a trade that I'm in right now, that I do walk the walk as well as talk the talk, and this trade particularly it's a more recent, I call it kind of short to medium term trade. I do trade the market intraday as well, so I did buy the pound today as well and made money on the way up, but this particular trade I've been holding as a sell. And if we see on the weekly chart, this is a candlestick formation that is a widely known reversal formation, but you can see that I've entered the trade before that particular candlestick formation has been what we call confirmed. from here to here. What we can see then is that this level here that I've just brought out was a Fibonacci retracement zone for part of the move down from 2.1160, the high that I mentioned earlier. And with that being a sticking point, we can see that the trend has been downward over the days. That's pretty clear to anybody. And if you can't see that, we'll just put on a moving average. You can see that this moving average is pointing downwards towards, and it has been pointing downwards towards kind of 4 o'clock on a clock face, showing us that the trend is short, the spike as well, and that made me think sell. So I waited for a bit of a retracement into the body of this candle, and I sold approximately here. I put a stop loss up above the spike, just above the spike, around about here, 186. In fact, I put the stop loss around here, 186.40, 186.60 sort of areas, 250 pips. So I knew that I was targeting 500 pip profit minimum. So anyway, I placed my sell order here, which you can see on the chart there, and I've just been following the trade for about half an hour each day, looking at what's been happening in the news, what's been happening in the sentiment, what's been released, where's the dollar trading, and I've moved that stop loss from minus 250 points up to break even and then beyond, and you can see I've moved the stop loss up to about 179 here, and I've just been following the trade. I've now locked in this profit at 179, and I've targeted this area 1.7000. If we hit this level 1.000, which I'm very confident we will, you've just seen the price within 30 points, and just earlier on it was within about 10 points of that level. I'll be looking at $15,000 of profit just for that 2.5 weeks of monitoring the trade, of finding a suitable entry, having a risk-reward ratios whereby I'm going for kind of double the profit or more, so that my risk is offset by the profit target that I'm going for, trade after trade. Therefore I only need to be right around 50% or 70% maximum of the time. And it's great fun. It's been real educational learning experience, and it's been a way to sit back and watch the market and watch the skills that I've developed over the years pay off. So if you want to find out more about how I trade, what services I use, and how you can trade for a living as a business, as a Forex trading business, have a look at my site, privatefxclub.com. There's a lot of free information on there, and there's some really good value on there for those of you wanting to take it to the next level. Thanks a lot for watching, and keep your fingers crossed for me in this trade, which requires a little bit of an extra push just to take us down to this psychological level of 1.7000.